All right, this is part two of SPX backtesting. So we still have a lot to get through, and let's get started. So the next one we have here is March 3rd, which is a Monday at 10:07. Okay, so here we go. 10:05, which is 10:07 contains it. And we gapped up, had a candle that was going up, and then this one's down. So my guess is he's going to play the bounce. So he's hoping it goes up. Yeah, this looks more like a bounce, like a red to green move. Let's look at QQQ to verify. 10:05. Yeah, so I think he's looking for the bounce. Let's see how it plays out. Actually, let's see. So he did take a call. He took the 5970 call, which would be here, which is about 40 points above. Huh. Yeah, so I guess we're trying to go red to green, but if you look on the higher time frame, it's coming down. So I guess you're trying to time the bounce, but it also could go down that way. And that's kind of what happened there. Um, it looks like he still made money on this one somehow. So he probably took a quick scale here. No, it's not this one. Sorry. Yeah, so it's this one. So he probably took a quick scale here. And let's check it out just to verify. If that's the case, you got to be really quick on these. You got to be really quick. Okay, so March 3rd, he bought it at 10:07. He sold half at 10:30, which is right here. So it looks like he made 80% there, or 40%, which is the first profit target. And then 10:37. So it started to go down and he didn't want to take any chances. And then he got all out. He probably, yeah, that's weird. So he missed this whole, this didn't even come into play. So a lot of, so he played the bounce, it got up there and he wasn't taking any chances and he just took his money off the table. So that was, he made 40% and then he pretty much stopped out on the second one. So he knew what he was doing there. So that's a lot of skill there. And the chart set of reasoning was SPX held 5938. On the 1 minute chart, we'd probably be able to see it better, but we don't know that this is holding 5938. And if we take his alerts, we're probably not gonna get it in time. So we have to know how to do that ourselves. I'm just gonna turn the volume down here a bit. Okay, so we are going to look 10:30, 10:07. It was pretty much a quick scalp on that one. Okay, so we go March 4th, already here. And this one's 10:07. Ideally, we have some levels here, but this is gonna be definitely be a put. I've seen this pattern before when there is a whole number and it drops to the whole number, like 5800 or 5900. It's always a put because those levels are hard to break through. So if it breaks through that level, then we got big issues. So SPX March 4th. The levels don't change that often, but I want to take the level that they had. Okay, so we got 5800, 5767. QQQ lost 500, which is a key level for QQQ, and then it lost 493. This looks like a good time to get a put in. Okay, so let's see what happened. So we took the March 4th 5700 put. So we bought in at 10:07, and then he sold at 10:19. which is this one, 1028. So it looks like he got 40% and then it was coming back and then he's just stopped out. Again, that seems like a pattern, so we have to pay attention to that. So he got out in 12 minutes and 21 minutes. So before all of this chaos hit, he just got out. You have to be really quick. Every minute counts there. Okay. So that's a play. If it goes below a whole number and it's moving down like that, you have to scalp it quick because it could reverse. Okay, so March 4th again, 12, 17. Okay, so here it has reclaimed. It bounced off. It reclaims 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, and we are likely playing for the upside. I don't like that QQQ is below here. That could give us some resistance, but let's play out. Let's play out the tape. So let's look at where he took scales. My guess is he took scales here, and then he might have tapped out here, or he waited to get to here. Or he waited to get here, and then he tapped out here. I'm seeing a pattern. It's just trying to minimize losses rather than chasing big gains. That seems to be the pattern. It's actually this one. 1217, and this is a lotto slash roll from the puts. 1227. So right here, 2 candles later on the 5 minute time frame, he takes his scale and then he gets all out at 12.52. So here he's starting to see the trade turn against him and he doesn't want any part of it. So he makes his 40% here and then he basically breaks even here. So that this is a stop out type trade. So he made really good money on the first one. Well, like 50, about 54%. So within 10 minutes he took that out. And then at 12.52 he stopped out. So the notes was SPX reversal back higher. So this is the reversal, I guess. And because it cleared this level, we saw it was a bounce. Okay, so moving on. March 5th at 9:34. It's actually this candle, 9:34. So let's go here. Like it looks like he's going to play the bounce off 5767, and it's somewhat of a roll. And let's go QQQ. So it's also this one. So this is not helping us or hindering us too much. So let's play it out. Okay, so let's see what happened there. So he did take a call. He did the March 5th. So it was a 0 DTE 5850. So he took it up to the next level here. And let's see where he sold it. $942 is the first time he sold. He sold almost instantly. $207 and then $215. How did you know I was going to go back there? So 207 and 215. So once it started to come back down, then he got a. So he was just trying to hit this level. He somehow knew he was going to hit the 5850 level. Incredible. So he got a quick sale, and then he did two scales. It's almost like he knew. In 207. Then so here where he stops out of the full position, this was the half. This is a quarter. This was a quarter. I guess he just doesn't want to take any chances with it falling, so he just took it. He still made really good profit there. So on the original purchase of $8, he tapped out at $18. So that was a good play. So his ability to exit is like very good, and I guess you got to go through the logs to see that. March 6th. No, yeah, March 6th. So there's a gap down. Oh, higher time frames kind of moving up. Is he playing the bounce? Don't know. I guess he's playing the bounce. Let me check for us. Yes, he is playing the bounce and is a lotto play 5820. So he's taking this strike right here. So it's a gap down, and I guess he's hoping it's an uptrending market, but it's pretty downtrending the past couple of days. This was a hard level to break through, so let's see what happens. Again, somehow he knew it was going to bounce to the 5800. The one time he took it and then he let it run. This is almost the same play, but this time it doesn't actually run to the next level. So let's see if he actually took it out earlier. Here's the first scale, 1021. Wait, this might have to be the right one. Oh no, sorry, we're getting ahead of ourselves here. So the first one, he buys it at 937, correct? This is the 5820. He sells it at 1004. Makes sense right here. Sells it at 1021. Perfect. And then he's all out 1041. Even better. So boop, boop, boop. Three profit takes there. Perfect. And then he rolls it. Ten oh four. So the next one looks like a roll up. So 1020. So 1020 was around the same time we sold here. So he actually bought, I'm going to turn this into a roll up. He bought in here. So this is the 5850 call. And it says, I believe he only sold half at 1041. And then the other half disappeared. Yeah, the other half he might have lost it because there's no mention of it. 21 minutes, and then the second one he kind of just lost it. Kind of makes sense. But it's mixed and matched with the 58-20 call, so he's like kind of rolling ahead of time. Okay, so next one would be March 6th, 12:06. Either this one or this one. So it lost this level. It lost this level. It has bounced two times before. In this case, he played the put, 5700 put. I don't know how he knew because it broke two times here and it returned. They bought at 12:06, sold 12:47, sold 12:56. Okay, so it's bouncing off this 5726. There's no clear level that it's crossing, so it's bouncing. I don't necessarily like this bounce play, but let's see how it turns out. And if we've been watching, we're just like, okay, this is like a hard, this is a hard level to cross. Internet is not working here. Yeah, the one went to zero. That trade didn't make any sense. It wasn't crossing anything. Might have to dial it back here. March 12th. So move on to the next one. 1208. Let's get our levels again. March 12th. 1208. We don't have levels for QQQ now. So I guess it's dropping. We need the levels for March 12th. So he took his quick profit and then he took the stop loss. So lost 56. Is he playing a put here? 5,600? No, he played a call. There's a gap down. I guess it's forming a bottom here. But how would he know that it's going back up? He didn't. It lost. Let's see how it played out. It's definitely going up above 5.5, gapping above 5.564. So I guess he took the 5.600 call. He took the 5.680 call. Huh? It's way up there. Okay. Why did he take that call? March 14th. How does that pay? It's nowhere near 5.680. I don't know how that pays unless it's moving up here. 5.630, I think. Yeah, it's a typo. Let's do this with 5.630. 5.630 makes more sense. And then it actually stopped there. So that was a typo. I'm going to fix that. Just a typo. $11.25, $11.42, $25.42. The last quarter, I don't know what happened to the last quarter. Looks like he stopped out. Missing record. So once he has profit, he stops out just to guarantee the profit instead of it turning sideways and he goes to zero. So even though he sizes for zero, quote unquote, he still stops out when it makes sense to, right? He's just trying to take that quick profit. So this is 951. It lost this level. It lost this level. We are probably headed for a put, but no, he did a call. 5670 call. So he thinks it's going to pop back up. What indication would give us that? There's no clear indication. That is a lotto for sure. And it did nothing. And he lost. So there's no clear trend. Like, you could easily have gone down. He still would have lost on that, but there was the trend to me was down. But then I guess he said 56 is a big level, so it's unlikely. But is it worth it taking a coin flip in that scenario? I guess the upside is bigger than a 1-to-1 if you scale out. That's how it could make sense. All right, we're almost at an hour here. Let's try to get a couple more in. Whew, this is tedious. March 21st, which is a Friday, 10:56. Boom. Okay, so there's somewhat of an upward trend. So we gap down, uptrend in a, I guess we're bouncing now. This is probably the base. To me, this is a pure lotto because we actually don't know what's going to happen. And QQQ is under 477, so it could get resistance. But I guess he is trying to time the bounce, and if he times the bounce correctly, it could pay off really well. Those last two candles could have done it. But he often doesn't wait till the end. So let's see here. right on the number. Then 1 o'clock. Okay. And he doesn't tell us where the rest of it went. Yeah, I don't think we got the last scale. Yeah, I think he lost here. So he doesn't report that. He made his 40. Yeah, I think that's what happened. 12:24 and 1 o'clock. All right, we're at an hour and we still have a lot to go. Just gonna pause it here.